Peter Beck had an early fascination for rocket propulsion. He turned that passion into business, founding Rocket Lab in 2006 and taking New Zealand into the world of space. The founder, CEO and chief engineer of NASDAQ-listed Rocket Lab has become a global leader who is redefining the space industry with ambitions that now stretch as far as Mars and Venus, making him a worthy recipient of the Deloitte Top 200 Visionary Leader Award. With a bold vision to make space available for everyone, Peter and his team at Rocket Lab have delivered more than 100 satellites to orbit across 23 missions for commercial and government partners. Peter is a hands-on engineer who continues to push boundaries with Rocket Lab's pioneering manufacturing techniques and innovative mindset.
It was a proud Kiwi moment when Rocket Lab listed on the NASDAQ last August, furthering Peter Beck's ambition for Rocket Lab to become a leading player in the exciting aerospace industry. Rocket Lab's market capitalisation climbed to $7.33 billion as it raised $1.14 billion to fund the next phase of Beck's bold space journey. Acquisitions followed, particularly Seoul Aero, which has supported more than 1,000 missions, including supplying power to NASA's solar probe and Mars lander. Seoul Aero's 425 staff take Rocket Lab's team to more than 1,000. And all of this, amazingly, originating from a young man from New Zealand who had a vision of what could be. Beck's curiosity about rockets was apparent early. Engineering ran in the family. Instead of university, Beck started a tool-making apprenticeship at Fisher & Paykel in Mosgiel. After hours, he built a rocket-powered bike, demonstrating it to a bemused public with a 140 km/h blast down Dunedin's Princes Street. Not only a rocket bike, but also a rocket scooter and a jetpack which powered a pair of rollerblades. He later moved to Auckland to work for industrial research on precision engineering projects before founding Rocket Lab in 2006 to be an aerospace manufacturer and satellite launch service provider. Initial funding came from the likes of internet entrepreneur Mark Rocket, Sir Stephen Tyndall, US venture capitalists and Lockheed Martin. By November 2009, Rocket Lab had launched its A-Tier 1 suborbital rocket into space from Great Mercury Island. The next year, it secured a US government grant to study a low-cost space launcher to place satellites into orbit. And in 2016, Rocket Lab opened its private launch site on the Mahia Peninsula, with the first commercial flight of the Electron rocket taking place 2 years later. By the end of 2021, 109 satellites had been deployed from 22 liftoffs. Beck demonstrated his innovative streak by disrupting the industry, using 3D printing to manufacture rocket engines, cutting production times from months to under 24 hours. He continues to redefine the space industry with the rapid and cost-effective delivery of innovative, high-quality technology. Rocket Lab is presently developing a larger, reusable neutron rocket to rival Elon Musk's SpaceX Falcon 9. As for 2022, Beck says Rocket Lab has a year packed with many missions, including the first launch from New Zealand to the moon for NASA. Now headquartered in California, with the manufacturing base still in Auckland, Beck wants to move closer to building Photon satellite buses, which are attachments to rockets, to send to Mars and also to Venus, whereas he says we're going on a search for signs of extraterrestrial life. This Kiwi entrepreneur's dream is taking him and us to new space frontiers. Bold visionary leadership indeed, from a boy from Invercargill.